Positive Spin, presenting positive, innovative, and solution-oriented news from around the world.
From the very beginning, we recognized that the real threats to our land came not from the oil companies, but from the outside world itself. It is the modern world's dream of always wanting more and more that is causing the destruction of the forests.
On today's program, we'll learn about the Pachamama Alliance, a global community working to create a sustainable future for everyone.
When I met Amir, I immediately realized that this boy could be an example and source of inspirations to many people living with disabilities and others who always believe that people with disabilities are very unproductive and cannot contribute in society.
And we'll hear the inspiring story of Amir, Bornjon, a disabled person with a unique way of creating art.
This disaster was an opportunity for us to reach many children, but we should not wait this kind of disasters to make a reach.
I can feel His spirit as it's singing me back home. Travel across the land, all our people still so strong.
Then we'll profile Unity Earth, a global network of organizations and individuals building a worldwide movement for peace and unity on Earth.
Of World Interfaith Harmony Week with Your Day Festival, and in partner with the other organizations, it has Buddhists.
If we can all just go inside and find what it is.
Finally, we'll hear a personal message of peace from artist, musician, and humanitarian J.D. Shultz. The Pachamama Alliance is a thriving partnership between the people of the modern world and indigenous people of the Amazon rainforest. The Alliance empowers indigenous people to preserve their lands and cultures. The Pachamama Alliance is also educating and inspiring individuals everywhere to bring forth a thriving, just, and sustainable world.
These are the Achuar people, an ancient dream culture, still living in harmony with their ancestral land. Nearly 5 million acres of pristine tropical rainforest in Ecuador and Peru.
Our people lived here undisturbed for thousands of years. Then our elders and shaman began to receive visions from our ancestors, warning that a menace was coming toward our people. We soon saw that danger, the destruction brought by oil companies to our neighbors to the north. It is Achuar tradition that we do not run from danger, but go towards it. So we reached out to seek support from people in the outside world.
In 1995, a call issued forth from the heart of the natural world that was heard thousands of miles away by a small group of people in the modern world. That summer, in a remote village in the rainforest, these two worlds came together, and the Pachamama Alliance was born.
Although we were called by the elders and shamans of the Achuar, something deeper had called us there, and we realized it was the spirit of life itself, the spirit of Mother Earth, what the indigenous people call Pachamama.
The Achuar appreciated that the Pachamama Alliance was working shoulder to shoulder with them to protect their land and culture. But they knew that this work in the rainforest was not enough.
From the very beginning, we recognized that the real threats to our land came not from the oil companies, but from the outside world itself. It is the modern world's dream of always wanting more and more that is causing the destruction of the forests. So we told our partners that to protect our lands permanently, they would need to work in their part of the world as well and change the dream that is threatening the rainforest and the future of all life.
And so the Pachamama Alliance boldly committed itself to a twofold mission: to preserve the land and culture of the Amazon rainforest and to change the dream of the modern world.
The experience I had with Pachamama Alliance in the rainforest absolutely changed my life. And when I showed back up in my industry and my job of building all-electric commercial vehicles, I just understood that it fundamentally was critical, right? It was now not an option. It wasn't about trying to make it successful. It was a requirement, because the connectedness of our Earth is one, and I experienced that. And when you know that, you have to do things differently.
And at the end of these intensives, we had these questions that we would ask about how would we take it into our world? What action would follow? What would we do? And it took me all the way to the United Nations as a focal point on climate change. And then it led me to being able to bring Oprah Winfrey to the United Nations as well. But I was very, very clear when I embarked on that path that it was due to the Game Changer Intensive.
Awakening the Dreamer filled me with tremendous energy to act. It is what inspired me to create Game Changers 500, which ranks the world's top 4 benefit businesses based on their positive impact, not just on their profits.
It's changed my life so much. I realized, oh my God, I have found what I've searched for my whole life. A sense of purpose, a sense of being connected with other people.
At my first symposium, I envisaged my community here in Maroondah on the eastern side of Melbourne waking up. And now, nearly 10 years later, that's what I'm experiencing. Just like my garden here around me, Maroondah is going green.
So just a few years ago, I was working as a corporate attorney at a big law firm, and somehow, fortunately, I found my way to the Awakening the Dreamer Symposium, and that just catalyzed a huge change in my life. Now I'm a staff attorney at the Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence.
I can't tell you how much we love the Pachamama Alliance curriculum. In our organization, Feel Good, we use it to wake students up to be change makers for life.
I've been involved with the Pachamama Alliance since I was 17 years old. And it's really helped shape my values and who I am as a person. I'm a solar researcher, an environmental and social activist, and I know that my actions make a difference in the world, and a world that works for everyone is possible.
Nebraska Pachamama Alliance is really rocking back here in Omaha. We've been invited to the University of Nebraska of Lincoln and the Omaha Public School System to bring the symposium to elementary, junior high, and high schools. Very exciting time for us.
Pachamama has influenced my life in ways that I could have never expected. From the amazing journey into the rainforest to now becoming an agroforestry volunteer in Senegal with the Peace Corps. Thank you, Pachamama Alliance.
Amir is a young boy born without the use of his arms and legs. However, using an innovative approach to painting, he has risen above his disabilities to become an accomplished artist. Realizing Amir's talent and ability to inspire people with disabilities, UNICEF's partner organization, the Karuna Foundation, is supporting Amir's work.
मेरो टिचरले यही भन्नुभएको थियो कि अब जुन अब तिमीलाई तिम्रो मनमा जे आउँछ कफी गरे जस्तो हुन्छ त्यो चित्र आर्टिस्टको कुनै महत्त्व नै हुँदैन भन्नुभयो के My name is Amir Bornjon. I am from Nepal. मैले पनि त्यतिकै भाइहरूको कलमहरू मुखले समात्यो र आफ्नो नाम चाहिँ लेख्न सक्थ्यो अक्षर अगाडिमा चाहिँ नराम्रो नै हुन्थ्यो अलि अब ठुल्ठुलो अक्षर हुन्थ्यो र जब मैले लेख्दै गयो र कविता पनि लेख्दै गएँ बल्ल मेरो अक्षर राम्रो हुँदै गए पहिला म गाउँमा हुँदाखेरि त अब एक्लै बस्थ्यो कोही हुँदैन थियो साथीहरू घरमा हुँदा त प्रयास त गरेँ त्यसरी पीडा भएर नै म कविताहरू लेखेँ गीत बनाएँ चित्र कोरेँ सधैँ मान्छेलाई भन्दा बरु म धेरै यही वरिपरि भएको दृश्यलाई भन्ने गर्छु तर हुन त हो दृश्य त बोल्न त बोल्दैन वरिपरि भएको टाढा काँडा चराचुरुङ्गीहरू त बोल्न त बोल्दैन तर नबोले पनि मेरो मनले अनुभूति गर्छ कि उनीहरू बोलेको छ जस्तो लाग्छ कति दिन अब रात पनि त्यही त्रिपालको पालमा कटेँ त्यो हावाहुरी आउँदाखेरि पाल उडाएर लग्ला भने एकदम चिन्ता भयो अब दिनेश ढकाल सरले मलाई भन्नुभयो कि अब जुन करुणा फाउन्डेसन संस्थाले साथ दिनेछौँ भन्नुभयो अनि तर मलाई विश्वास लागेको थिएन जिन्दगीमा मलाई त्यस्तो भन्ने मान्छेहरू धेरै आइसकेको थिए म अब त्यो मान्छेहरू आउँदैन त्यत्तिकै हराएर जान्छ
When I met Amir, I immediately realized that this boy could be an example and source of inspirations to many people living with disabilities and others who always believe that people with disabilities are very unproductive and cannot contribute in society. This disaster was an opportunity for us to reach many children, but we should not wait this kind of disasters to make a reach.
यस्तो ट्रल नहुँदा त अब आमाले जस्तो तसो भए पनि लानुहुन्थ्यो अब हुर्काए पालाए र यदि मेरो आमा नै नभएको भए कसले साथ दिन्थ्यो मलाई
भएको जस्तो अहिले नरमाइलो जस्तो लाग्छ घरमा नहुँदा अब राम्रै होस् अब सरहरूले चिन्नु भएको अब राम्रै होस् भन्ठान्छु
दिमागले पनि जानेको छ हामी भन्दा राम्रोसँग पढोस् लेखोस् भन्ने चाहन्छु
नेपाल अहिले कस्तो स्थितिमा डुबिरहेछन् यो नेपालको झन्डा चाहिँ मैले किन लेखेको भने अब नेपाल सधैँ उच्च रहोस् सधैँ नेपाल सगरमाथा जसरी नै उच्च रह मैले यो सोचेको छु कि अब त्यो घुमेर मलाई केही ज्ञान पाओस् भनेर सोचेको छु काठमाडौँमा आएर मैले केही ज्ञान पाएँ नि जुन अब मैले अब इङ्ग्लिस सिक्न पाएँ भनौँ जताततै डिसेबल मान्छेहरू देख्न पाएँ जुन म मात्र हो भनेर मलाई फिल भएन नि त अरू पनि छ भनेर मलाई याद भयो नि त आफ्नो सपना पुरा होस् र आफ्नो खुट्टामा आफै उभिन सकोस् र आफ्नो परिवारलाई खुसीमा राख्न सकोस् जस्तो लाग्छ
Unity Earth is a global network on a mission to accelerate the realization of unity and peace on Earth. The network is built to amplify the reach and impact of peace-aligned organizations and individuals. This year, Unity Earth launched the Caravan of Unity, a groundbreaking tour for peace and unity traveling across the United States.
Ultimately, the belief is that peace is possible on this planet and more equality is possible on this planet. And it's really a vision that we want to communicate to the world. The old vision is more of a division, a sense of scarcity, of lack, of survival of the fittest, of taking care of yourself first. We don't believe that's the way the universe works. And we've been working with evolutionary biologists who have proven that what makes evolution move forward is cooperation and inclusivity. So this is what's driving us, and we know this is not driven by us as individuals. It's a collective thing, and for those who see it spiritually, it's inspiration coming through. And for others who may see it in a more secular form, it's evolution fulfilling itself. And so we're at a time now where we can consciously take our evolution and move it forward and have a new narrative, have a new way of seeing ourselves as a race that can achieve peace and can live in unity in diversity. Sure, it may sound really idealistic, but that's how anything has ever come to be. It's been an idea, and then there have been enough people who worked for it, and wow, there's a huge shift. So what Unity Earth is all about is serving the earth. We're not just focused on interreligious work, but on social activists, on eco-spirituality, on ecology. And what we're trying to do is just bring together people who see the earth as one. It doesn't matter what their narrative is, it doesn't matter what their belief systems are, but what matters is they want to work together to bring the earth together, to bring the people together. So we provide opportunities where people can come together, people who would normally maybe never look at each other or think of working together, and work together to create a world that works for everyone. And to see really that what matters is what our goal is and not what our beliefs are.
The Road to 2020 is a container, it's an opportunity for many different organizations to collaborate, really by doing what they're already doing, but in a way that's connected. So the Road to 2020, has got different points along the road. Here in Ethiopia, it's a big one, a U-Day festival, and the next big stop for us is going to be in Toronto at the Parliament of World Religions at the end of 2018 in November, and then a really large festival in India in late 2019 for U-Day Festival. We see that U-Day India is going to be a real coming together of so many different groups and organizations across the country, celebrating spirituality in a way that only India can do. And then from there going to Jerusalem back in World Interfaith Harmony Week, February 2020. And all of that is then building up to this Caravan of Unity across America. And again, we've got musicians, artists, visionaries, spiritual leaders, religious leaders, social leaders, activists, really all coming together, literally on the same buses, moving, from the West Coast to the East Coast across America in this highly visible caravan that's really captivating the mythic and, the real coming together of people at this time. And, it's all about timing. I think people have been talking about the coming together of things and humanity coming together for so long. And it's in all of our traditions in one way or another. So many prophecies. It's so much music and art is about that hope of peace on earth and the vision of a united family, human family. But it just feels now driven by technology and by communication and by travel and by so many things that there's just a tremendous opportunity for this to be realized now and to be manifest now. And so the Road to 2020, it's a caravan of these events across the planet, and it is really a container that invites all different organizations that are working in this space to come and collaborate and to get involved.
Calling, and they write to me their song. I can feel their spirit as they're singing me back home. Travel across the land, all our people still so strong to take his ear back to where he belongs.
This trip, which was organized in the celebration of World Interfaith Harmony Week with U-Day Festival and in partner with the other organizations, it has Buddhist, Muslim, Christian from different denominations, the Sufi, Sikh, the indigenous, the Aborigines, peace activists, musicians, the spiritual leaders, people from different walks of life, marching together in unity, praying together for peace to prevail throughout the world, honoring the difference we have, but knowing our destiny is one.
So let's stand up together. Bring your totems to our fire. Let's stand up together. Bring the spirit back to life.
U-Day means to me something very special because it mixes things that are very important. It mixes spirituality and art and music. And inter-spirituality or interfaith, it's like an orchestra. You have many different kinds of instruments and each instrument plays a tune. Nowadays, each instrument believes that he's the best instrument, but we would like humankind to play all their tunes and all their instruments together because the harmony of a symphonic orchestra is because of the diversity. And so each and every one of the spiritual tradition is welcome. And I think U-Day is a way of showing how we can play together and out of the cacophony bring symphony.
Yeah, let's stand up together. Bring your totems to our fire. Let's stand up together. Let our tribes all unite. Won't you sing with me, my sister? Won't you sing with me, my friend?
The first step has been taken for the U-Day, and inshallah with this successful first step, the rest of the manzil, the rest of the destination that we need to achieve will be inshallah easy and very, very satisfying to each and every person who is part of U-Day. Because we all feel that this is an event that could really reflect that we don't need rhetoric, we need love. The world needs love, unconditional love. We all believe in one God, one creator, one human family. So there is no first and last. We are all together into this.
U-Day is special because it's a journey and it's a spirit of oneness, of togetherness, of happiness and of hope. And India is exactly the land where spirituality, faith and hope has sustained and has existed for the longest time we've known. It is the land of civilizations as we've all understood. So in probably every 100 kilometers, the culture, religion, language, food, everything changes. So combining these, the U-Day journey to India is exactly this convergence that this time needs it.
We leave you with a personal message of peace from well-known artist, musician, and humanitarian J.D. Shultz.
Hey everybody, it's J.D. Shultz, aka Human Brother, with a little message of unity. I honestly believe that we were all brought to this planet to learn from each other and to live together in harmony. No matter where you're from, what color of your skin, what religion you practice, what class of living. You could be on the streets or in a mansion. We are all equal, and we are all the Earth's children that are here for a reason. We all have different lessons in this life, and I believe that we choose our lessons. The harder the lessons, the stronger we become. So I believe that if we just treat everybody the way we'd like to be treated, think about that. It's such an easy concept. We can all come together and reach our true potential as human beings by the simple idea of loving your fellow man and putting your neighbor and your fellow man first. Think about the other person before you think about yourself. If we can all do that collectively on this earth, how can we not succeed? We are such a diverse planet with so many beautiful different things to learn from. If everything was the same, it would be kind of boring, right? It's endless. The potential is endless for unity, for our beautiful species. We're all bleeding red. We all have brains in our head. And we all have the ability to make a difference in this world. I choose art and music to put my message out there. And if we can all just go inside and find what it is that you can bring to this world. Everybody has a special gift, a special talent that they can utilize and put forward to help this planet succeed. So that's my message for today. And I believe in us, and I believe in our world. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you for watching Positive Spin. This show is made possible through the generosity of the Patty and Jack Wright Foundation. Watch and subscribe to our previous episodes on YouTube, and please like us on Facebook. Watch us on Free Speech TV, Dish Network, DirecTV, Roku, Sling, and Apple TV. I'm Bill McCarthy. Please stay healthy and safe. And remember, you can create your own positive news.